What's up, YouTube? I'm in the process of making a pneumatic air valve for a prop. I kind of do it the backyard style with the old sprinkler valve. It's 3/4 inch inline. It's just a regular sprinkler valve that you use at your house. I think it's like $8 or something like that at Home Depot. And then what I do is you got your sprinkler valve, got a reducer. I think that's 3/4 right here. The PVC part's 3/4 inch, and it shrinks down to 1/2 inch down in the middle. And then it's 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch right here. So your inlet's 1/4 inch. I'm missing a few parts still. I got to get a couple other things. But your air hookup from your compressor, you put the little male end in there, and you hook your air line up to that. So then over here, I got a 3/4 nipple. It's all threaded together. 3/4 inch nipple, 3/4 inch T. At the top, I have a 3/4 inch plug. This, don't put no Teflon tape on it or glue or anything. So then on this end, it goes down to, I think it reduces down to 1/2 inch is what it reduces down to. So this is 3/4 down to 1/2 inch. Now this guy right here is a drip irrigation. It's a full flow 4-port manifold. And then what it does is, if you use it for what I'm going to be using it for, I was trying to find a 2-port, but they didn't have any of those. They were all broken. So I just ended up getting a 4-port. And then we're going to hook up an air line to this one end. The other ones will just keep capped off. So I'm going to glue this piece to this piece, right? This one to this one with the 1/2 inch PVC pipe. So then you'll have something that looks like this, okay? So just use your imagination. That's all put together. So now we get this is a spring from a screen door. It's probably kind of hard to see with the black background, but I bought it because it was black, so I didn't have to paint it. But what I did was, if you look at the end right there, there's usually a adjustment screw that goes down into here. Goes down right down in here in the middle right here. And that's what controls the spring when you open the door, so it doesn't slam. So what it's doing is, there's a spring in here inside the shaft, so that when you pull this out like that, like your door is opened, and when it closes, it bleeds the air out of this really slowly, is what it's doing. So if it's opened all the way up, it slams faster. If it's closed all the way down, it closes really slow. The little black fitting right here, that little like barb that's sticking out of it right there, you can kind of see that, is a 1/4 inch barb elbow. These things are like, I think $1.50 for like 25 of them, something like that at Home Depot, but it looks like that. So what I did is I took that screw out, crammed it down into there. It actually fits really good. And then I took 5-minute epoxy. And then 5-minute epoxy this whole thing. It's only been sitting for like about a 1/2 hour. It's actually rock hard right now. Let that cure overnight, it'll probably be even stronger. But the concept of this is, so let's move this out a little bit. So it would be like this. Maybe if I get a little bag over that, maybe you'll see it better. Okay, so you can kind of see it better now. So, air compressor hooks up over here on that end. This right here is 12 volt or 24 volt for the solenoid. You got to get a transformer for that. I'll hook the transformer right up to this. The other end of the transformer will just be plugged right into the regular 110 volt house. So what it'll do is the air is going to come into here and the solenoid is going to be stopped. So then when you activate the solenoid, the air runs out through here like this. And then we'll have a piece of air tubing like this. That'll get hooked up to this guy here, and then run the other end over to here, like that. And then what that'll do is it'll push, the air goes through it, pushes the cylinder out. So this is going to go out like this. So this up here is acting as our, pretty much let the air out of the cylinder. And if this is fully tight, if this is screwed all the way down, the air is going to stay in this whole system the whole time because your solenoid valve is going to be closed. Once the valve shuts, there's nowhere for the air to go. So what this does is we keep this really lightly screwed, just screwed, and you have to tinker with that to get it where you want it. But what it'll do is the back pressure from this spring, it's going to push it back, and it's going to push the air back out of this, and it's slowly going to bleed out, which will close your rod. So the rod goes back down. That's pretty much, it. When I get the other parts, I'll post a video of it working, in action. Oh, and when you put this together, I don't know if you can see this in the video, right there, see that little arrow? It means the air goes this way. So if you put it the opposite and you put your connector, your compressor connector over here, it's not going to work. So you got to remember the air, the air is going that way, so the air is going that way. That's pretty much it for now. Probably maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll get my transformer for it, and I just got to glue. I got to get some PVC glue and then glue that to that. That's about it. Thanks for watching.